December was a movie. I'm back home.
So 3 weeks in Ghana. How many dates did you go on?
One. Deadass one. I fell in love. Love is a crazy thing, you guys. Shit. I'm not single. My friend is a foodie.
What kind of things does your friend like to eat? So there's 2 people.
What is your problem today?
So there's 4 people?
It's 5 people, maybe.
Eat.
What?
So 2 people. Mm-hmm. Okay, and you're discarding 1 person.
I'm discarding 1 person. For the first time ever, I put love on my vision board this year. And the 2 people I'm with aren't giving me that love that I want. I also drank, you guys. Let's just put it out there. I drank the champagne.
But you told me you didn't.
I lied. Shot, twerk, club, obole, rock on. Let us know in the comments. Welcome to Am I Too Loud, the podcast. Hi, this is Sophie, aka the Odditty, the podcast host of Am I Too Loud, the podcast with Sophie, aka the Odditty. And this message is for Alex Cooper of the Unwell Network and the team at the Unwell Network. My name is Sophie. I'm a Nigerian immigrant from Lagos, Nigeria, who immigrated to New York at 15 years old in 2014 after a sexual assault incident at my university. I escaped my life there to come to America to chase my dreams. And I have spent the last 10 years in America chasing my dreams and having the best time doing it. I celebrate life, love, friendship. I'm known as the Oddity because I just do whatever the I want. I share whatever the I want. And this podcast is my dream. And to be a part of the Unwell Network is my dream. So this is me shooting my shot. If you're watching this, hi, I would love to be a part of the Unwell Network. It doesn't have to be now. I could work really, really hard to get there. But I think that is a fun fit for me and my audience. And I want to be that creator, especially from an African background, who's able to show you all the fun things about what being the Oddity and what being really, really loud looks like. Sending love. And that's it. Happy New Year, 2025. I hope you see this. So y'all tag the Unwell Network and tag Alex Cooper and call her daddy in the comments if you want to. You never know where this is going to go. And with that being said, let's start my first episode of 2025. Hey! Sorry, that was really loud, wasn't it? Was it loud?
No, it was good.
Oh, you guys, happy New Year. I'm literally like nervous. I was just talking to Donald about this. Like, this is my first episode of 2025. The fact that I have a podcast that I'm serious enough that I'm having to record is insane. You're probably wondering, Sophie, why the shades? See, look at this. I just got back from Ghana. My lashes aren't done. My brows aren't done. My armpits stink. I've not showered today. I've not showered in like 27 hours. I am packing up to go on a trip in with Tarte. We're going to a private island with Tarte Cosmetics again this year. We did that last year. That podcast episode is going to be coming out next week. I'm going to give y'all all the tea of that. So essentially, like, there's a lot going on with me right now, and I'm just frazzled. I am very frazzled. So I am like, this is me, right? We're going to take this episode because this is the first episode of the year, and this is how I'm looking. But this does not mean that I am like feeling frazzled in life. It just means that like I'm really excited, but also just taking it one day at a time. Welcome to Am I Too Loud, the podcast with Sophie, aka the Oddity. This is our first episode of 2025. If you're watching this after seeing a bunch of our uploads over the holiday season and you're like, oh my God, I love this girl, I love the podcast, and you're a new listener, Wagwan! Wagwan, my love. Wagwan, welcome to the party. Welcome to the Odd Fam. I am so glad you're here. If you're an OG listener of the podcast and you've stuck with us from when we launched in October till now, I love you so much. It's been like 4 months. This is episode 13. October, November, December, January. 4 months. It feels like forever. This is just episode 13 of the podcast. And we're doing so well, you guys. Like, I feel like I'm talking better. I feel like I'm more excited. I feel like me and Donald have a rapport. We're going to introduce Donald again this year. I just feel like I'm good and I'm excited. And there's so much in store for us this year on the podcast. And I'm just really, really proud of myself. With that being said, this episode is about like a lot of things. But first, hi, Donald. Did you miss me? Because I missed you.
Okay.
Don, hi, baby. How are you?
I'm good.
Ew, calling you baby is disgusting.
Baby is crazy.
I know. I was so sorry. I don't know why I said that. That was a bit strange.
But it's good to express yourself.
How you feeling? Did you miss me? Y'all, don't always tell me he missed me. Did you miss me?
No, I did.
Yeah?
I did.
Why did you miss me? Just say it. I want to hear it.
I think the chaos.
You met? Wow, okay. I'm
But
listening.
from a good part, I think the
Yeah?
chaos.
Okay.
I realized like my life is actually very chill.
Your life is very boring.
Yeah, no, but I wouldn't use the word
It's
boring.
boring.
I wouldn't use the word boring. I would use the
Donald
word
has
chill.
zero excitement in his life.
I would use the word chill.
Donald, what was the most exciting thing you did over the holidays? Be very honest with me. The most exciting. If you tell me something about beating a running mark or setting a goal on Notion, I swear to God, I'll kick you.
I crossed 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
That's still work.
That's not work.
That's work.
Content is life.
That's no, it's not. See what I mean? Like,
I cooked.
what? No, that's still boring.
That's not boring.
What did you
Cooking is
cook?
not- to
What
the
did you
chefs-
cook? Was it cooked like a nasty, dirty, thick meal that made you feel bloated and made you Was it like a healthy, fun meal?
It's very healthy meal.
Off. This is what I mean.
Yeah.
See what I mean? Like, your life is very like...
And I ate ice cream.
Okay, see what I mean? Like, that's like a regular Tuesday for some of us. Like, you celebrating you eating ice cream is hella strange.
Ooh, I spent Christmas alone. No, not Christmas.
You're
New
not,
Year's.
You're not helping your case, bro.
I am.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's just say.
You have a very boring life. And that's why I'm here.
But exactly.
Yes.
I realized it's like the chaos in my life is a tribute to you.
You know what's crazy? I feel like everybody who knows me says I'm trouble and chaos.
I wouldn't use trouble though.
No, it's because we're not in a romantic relationship.
That's
I feel
crazy.
like...
That's actually crazy.
I think that's what it is. Because if we're in a romantic relationship, you would say trouble. Because like the people who are in romantic relationship or sexual relationships with me call me, say I'm troublesome. Because like then I'm like a bit more of like a baby to them. Like I don't think I'm a baby to you. No. Right? Like I'm not gonna whine if I want something. But like if I like you or like someone or like you're a friend to me in that way, I'm very much like a babe, I want this. Ugh, yeah. And that could be annoying. Like I could pick a fight with you for no reason just to spice things up. Like I'm very toxic like that.
It's good, as long as you know.
I do. I'm very self-aware. Like that's the one thing about me is like I'm I'm very self-aware. I grew up a lot. I'm very introspective. Is that what introspective is the word. So yeah, I'm just a great person overall.
Okay. So my December was chill.
Okay.
How was your December? Because like you left us.
I left you
left
guys.
us
I'm
here
so
in the
sorry.
US.
I feel like if you watch the episodes and like if you've kept up on social media, I didn't disappear fully.
Right.
Because we posted shorts, we posted like TikToks, like
We
me and Donald made
experimented
sure
a
we
lot.
like filmed and experimented on like posting content for you guys. But for the most part, like December 18, I was out of New York. Like I ran away. I left New York. I went to Accra, Ghana, which is in West Africa, which is in the African continent. And I spent about 3+ weeks in Accra.
Which is crazy.
It was crazy.
3 weeks.
3+ weeks in Accra. And I went there for something called Detty December. If you're listening to this and you don't know what Detty December is, it's basically the period in December towards like early January where folks, a ton of us just go home to the continent, or they just go home in terms of like wherever you're from. So like if you're Nigerian, you go back home to Nigeria, or you visit some West African mostly country, or South Africa is becoming a huge part of like Detty December. And it's just like a month full of events, like clubs, parties, restaurants. Like TikTok was a buzz. Like if you search that hashtag Detty December on TikTok, if it's not banned, we'll talk about that in a bit too. It was just a fun time. And so typically, because I'm Nigerian, if you didn't know that, yeah, I am, I would usually go to Nigeria for Detty December. But this was my first time going to Ghana because I felt like Detty December is supposed to be raunchy and crazy and fun. And my family lives in Nigeria. So I don't want to be waking up at 2 a.m. I don't want to be in the club at 2 a.m. and my mom is like, where are you? Come back home, because she's in Nigeria. I wanted fun and like crazy. So I went to Ghana instead. And I had the time of my life. Okay. I had the time of my life.
We know, we saw.
Yeah. If you follow on TikTok, follow me everywhere at the Odditty. I had a good time, especially Snapchat. Snapchat saw almost all of it. Like, I don't think like I have rested since I like left. It's been crazy.
I feel like I also don't have like a good picture because I don't use Snapchat.
Yeah, so you don't really know. Donald will just call me for work purposes. That's why I say your life is boring. Because every time I saw a FaceTime video, I was like, what do you want? Because like I knew it was like a responsibility that I needed to do. When all I wanted to do was like...
face too.
And okay, so I also want to like just say this now because it was on the podcast that we made the deal in the first place. Mm-hmm. I also drank, you guys. Let's just put it out there. If you don't know, this is the first episode.
And let's let the record show.
Okay.
Then I'm disappointed. I wish there was like a... We need to...
But let me, okay, before you start making me feel bad about this. Okay. For context, October 28th, we talked about me not drinking anymore when we recorded the podcast episode where I talked about like me.
We recorded an episode.
On the podcast where we talked about like not drinking and sobriety with alcohol. Mm-hmm. And I want to say that, you guys, Donald is the kind of person in my life who tends to like push his opinions of me on me. Hey. And I just don't like it. So what happened was we had the episode because Donald thinks I have a problem with alcohol, which is neither here or there. That's the statement, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, alcohol is not good for you. This is at the basis of everything in life. I know that as a fact. Like there's a result that just came out that said alcohol causes cancer. Like if the more you drink, have you seen it?
And you sent that to me.
Oh, I did.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
You sent
So
it to
I sent, you know what I mean? Like, I know it's not good for me. I'm also like, I know. So I did this episode where I talked about like alcohol and whatever. And during the episode, Donald says, so why don't you not drink? And I said, you know what? That's true. I'm not going to drink for a whole year because I feel like, what's the point? So that was what happened. So from October to December 18, I did not drink. I didn't even care about drinking. Like, I was just chilling. And I just knew, like, when making that pack, I was like, the biggest thing that will make me drink is Detty December because I can't imagine being out at From Back in Accra, Ghana, and someone was like, shots. And I look at the Casamigos bottle sitting there and go, no, thank you. Hey! What? So I was on my flight and I flew first class, blessed, grateful. Shout out to Delta. I flew first class, JFK. I called Donald. I was sitting in the lounge, chilling. All of a sudden, I lock eyes with a man across the room, a waiter. He was by the bar, Champagne. And he looks at me, I look at him. He looks at me, he's like, oh, a black girl in first class. I know what you need and deserve. He comes over with fresh juice. I said, okay, temptation has been moved away. He didn't come with alcohol, he came with fresh juice. I said, oh my God, this is so refreshing, thank you. I'm still vlogging. The vlog has the proof. Go follow my vlog channel, The Odditty Diaries. A few seconds later, I look up, ma'am, yes, sir. I see a glass of Champagne. He says, welcome. Here you go. I hope you're well. I see you're vlogging. This will be good for the vlog.
And then you call me.
I see the champagne. I see the juice. I look at myself. I look at my camera. I look at Donald. I said, the first that came to my mind is, oh, me. Because now I have a decision to make. Because if I did not drink that champagne, then I knew that the entire December I had the will to not drink at all.
So did you drink the champagne?
I drank the champagne.
But you told me you didn't.
I lied. Because I called Donald. And I tell Donald, I say, Donald, I just got off for champagne. Here it is. I need to drink it. Donald is like, don't do it. Don't disappoint me. You're stronger than this. Like, keep it up. You know, you don't need to do this. Like, and I was like, you know what? You're right. Call ended. Glass picked up. Chug it. I chugged that immediately. Okay. Did not listen to that man, not once. And then I said, because I drank that champagne, I'm not going to drink on the plane. So I recognized that I have the willpower and drank on the plane. And then I landed in Ghana. And my first night, I did not drink at all because my mom was there, not because I didn't want to drink. And after that, I just drank a few times. However, I did not drink a lot. Now, that's the key. So what ended up happening was like some nights I would drink, some nights I wouldn't. I would drink like a glass. I think you might like a glass here and there, like a cocktail, but I really did not drink as much as I knew I would have if I didn't have Donald in the back of my head thinking, look at you, zero willpower, no discipline.
No, the issue with this
What?
is that when we made that pact, we made it together.
Yeah.
And I went through December
And you didn't drink?
in front of my family and friends,
And
everyone drinking. And
Donald,
I looked at them
I
said, hell no. No. What do you want? I don't even want anything.
I
need sparkling water.
I dare you to have done that with me in December. This year, we're going to be traveling. I dare you.
No, but it was supposed to be a year.
Yeah.
And then after October, it was good.
Yeah. So I dare you we're going to be traveling a lot. Mm-hmm. I dare you to not drink on any of the trips we go on this year.
I won't drink.
You won't. I know. I'm very proud of you. I have zero willpower. At this point, call me an alcoholic.
Because the entire time, I'm like, wow, I can't believe Sophie's doing all this and she's not drinking.
No, the liquor was there.
And you said, oh, I've just been taking Red Bull.
No. Those entire days I was.
Okay.
I wasn't intentionally like not trying not to drink, if that makes sense. Because I was like, I don't want to put pressure on myself. So sometimes I'm like, I don't feel like drinking. I wouldn't drink because I wanted to wake up the next morning. So if I spent 3 weeks in Accra, I drank 3 out of like 4 days out of the 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I would be at the club and I would only order Red Bull. Because I wanted to like make sure I didn't have a problem in my head. Because I already fucked up with the champagne. Let me see if I can do it. And I actually did it. And then there were nights where like I had a game night in Accra that we're going to talk about that I like took shots and everything. And even like my friend was like, oh, you actually like, you're not drinking the entire bottle. And I'm like, no, I seem to make things a bit bigger that you guys need to understand. I'm not drinking full bottles of tequila just for vibes. So yeah, so I broke my virginity, you guys. I'm so sorry. If you're on the sobriety journey with me, I'm not your role model. Don't listen to me. I failed woefully. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. So I broke that pact, Donald. I'm so sorry. But besides that,
It's
December
okay.
was great.
So tell us.
What?
We want all the tea for December. I need to know.
Yeah.
Your mom came.
My mom came with me to
How was
Ghana. If y'all don't know, I've had a very fraught relationship with my mom. And I think we're going to talk about that in an episode about like motherhood and growing up with a single mom, which is something I really want to talk about. I wanted to do a trip with my mom because I've never done that before.
Right.
Like I've never traveled anywhere with my mom. Like she's come to visit me in America. But honestly, maybe we've spent, since I moved to America, 5 days together. Maybe 4 days max. Like we never spend time together. And if we're there, she spends most of her time praying and just not talking. We don't do a lot of like gisting and experiencing. Like we tend to just sort of like exist around each other because we never want to say the wrong thing because our relationship is so delicate. And when I was thinking of going to Ghana for December, I was like, I want to see my mom and I haven't. And I know Nigeria to Ghana is like a 45-minute flight. And I didn't want to go to Nigeria because I just felt like I would go to Nigeria at a different time. And what would be fun is if I could fly her out to me and have her experience the Ghana like I was experiencing it. My mom had never been to Ghana. So it was fun because I was like, you know what? Let me actually invite her and see how she enjoyed it. She had the best time. You guys, like she did not want to leave. Like we ended up going on like adventures together. It's all going to be on my vlog, but it felt so special to have that experience with my mom. I was able to introduce her to like my life. Like she was able to talk to me some more. Like she was asking about Donald. She was asking about the podcast. She was asking me about like life adventures. I got to know how like she's scared of heights. I didn't know she was scared of heights. Like I just realized my mom was actually scared of heights. My mom is the kind of person who like wants to learn, and she's 65. So for me, it was crazy to see her be a kid. Like we went to Aburi Botanical Gardens in Ghana, and she just would ask so many questions, and she wanted to take photos and videos of me. She wanted me to take pictures of her, and she was doing TikToks with me. And it was such a special moment with her that I don't think I'd ever take for granted. Like we'll go out to dinners together and we'll get dressed up, and we went to a fashion show together. Like it was special. Like I genuinely enjoyed every single moment of it, and I would never take that for granted. Like I want to take her on a cruise with me. I want to take her on a brand trip. Like I wonder how she's gonna do. And it was special. I liked it. I'm glad I did that for us. And then when she left, it really felt like, oh, I was losing like my mom at that point. Like I felt like I wanted her to stay through the entire thing, but I also knew that like the things I wanted to do in Ghana were like a bit raunchy. And when she was around, I was able to be like a bit wholesome. And then she left and I was like, yeah, rock on, shot, twerk, club, obole. Yeah. Obole is crazy. That was pretty much it for me. Yeah. Having my mom there was fun. I liked it. And then after she left, the party kind of started. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people keep asking me why I went to Ghana and not Nigeria. And I think it was because genuinely, you guys, I'm in love with Ghana. Like, I am obsessed with that country in ways that, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, outside of like in love with the people there and a person there, it just feels like it felt so, let's say this. So I'm Nigerian. I say that like every podcast, but Lagos, Nigeria is typically where everybody does Detty Deceba. And Lagos is literally what I call like somewhere with like that runs on crack cocaine. Like Lagos is all the time. Like Lagos is not peace of mind. Lagos is fire, it's energy, it's life, it's love, it's music, it's chaos. Like I describe Lagos as chaos. And I describe Ghana as excitement. Ghana for me is like a structured level of fun that I don't think Lagos has, right? Like the traffic is so different. Like the people, the electricity, the calm, like it feels, Ghana was a relaxed vacation that I know Lagos isn't. Like I just knew that going in. Like I landed in Ghana and the AC at the airport greeted me. That was all I needed to know. Yo, like I landed in Ghana. The AC at the airport was blasting, right? We walk in, the people were smiling, went through immigration, the lines, the floor clean, went through immigration. Immigration was so kind. Like actually for your yellow fever card, you didn't have it, you just gave it to them. It was nothing. It was not crazy in any way. Went through immigration. My friend who picked me up had to pay the parking ticket. And I remember like she went to the parking thing and there was a queue of people just waiting to park, like to pay for parking. And I just stood there and I looked around and everybody was just sitting and waiting. And I was like, what are we waiting for? She's like, we're going to pay. We're like, and I just didn't hear noise. And I was like, this is different.
It wasn't chaotic.
It wasn't chaotic because I know like if a structure like that exists in Nigeria, someone is gonna try to make that more chaotic. There needs to be someone who's like, Madam, if you pay me this right now, I will help you pass the parking.
There's someone at the machine.
Someone's at the machine telling you, pressing the machine for you. Someone say, Madam, no, come here. No, you come here. Let me help you push your bag. Let me help you. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? There wasn't any of that. We paid the ticket, we go, and that was it. We sit. And I'm like, interesting.
Right.
How is that like not crazy? And then that happens, we're done, and we move in, we're entering the roads. Yeah, Ghanaian drivers are crazy, but it wasn't crazy.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, it's like New York drivers. Like, It's like, oh yeah, we're trying to move.
Like the drivers, yeah.
And they're not honking. Like there's few, yeah, like they're not honking at you, yelling. They're just moving. And if you want to curse, you're cursing with your car windows rolled down. There's no like, I don't think I saw someone get down from their car once to curse someone out.
Right.
Even like they call them the trotro, like their car, like their buses to pick people up. My God, I sound like an American describing this shit. It's disgusting. But like, they don't have keke, and then they don't have like buses. They're push like, you guys, like, let's be honest. It's calm, and their beaches are well controlled. Like I made a TikTok that almost got me canceled in Ghana that said Ghanaians are slow. And they're like, why would you say slow? They're not. I'm like, I didn't mean that like in a brain thing. I mean that in like a way of life. Hawaii is slow. If you go on the island of Hawaii, like people are driving, like they have nowhere to go. They have nothing to do. Like peaceful. You can't stress. Yeah, peace. Like it's not even peaceful, because it's crazy. They're mad. They're mad people too. Like Ghanaians are mad people too. Like when they want to be mad, they're mad, right? But like you don't. Before you get a Ghana man to react to you, it will take some time. Because I think their first response is just, I can't be bothered with you. Like, I remember I wanted something at the store, the pharmacy, and the waiter's just sitting. I'm like, can I get that? What's going on? Like, and that's not because she's being slow or sluggish like a sloth. It's more like, I have better things to do. I'm getting paid for this anyways. Here you go. I'm taking it at my own time. Like the service when you go to restaurants, it's like your drink, you could sit there for 3 hours before they bring your drink to you because they're just chilling.
But that's not good though.
I don't care. I'm just letting you know.
Like you started praising the country.
No, I mean this in a non-negative way, because I promise you the drink will be great when you get it.
Yes, but
the
I'm
food
not
will be
willing
great.
to ask for a drink.
No, it's exaggerated. Maybe like an hour.
And the lady at the pharmacy is like...
But it's like in Nigeria, you might get that drink in 20 minutes.
But
it might be a shitty drink. Yeah.
And the lady at the pharmacy
so like you feel...
chalk.
Yeah, I'm just telling you that like genuinely, if it just felt like a vacation. It was fun. And then the parties, the clubs, like, yeah, sometimes the bouncers might be crazy, but there's a certain level of craziness that just didn't exist. Like one of the days I was there, they were doing a presidential inauguration and the streets were clear. What do you mean? There's an inauguration happening. Why is there no crack? Yo, I need fight. I won't, like, I'm a Nigerian, like I'm seeking it and I didn't find it. And I had to catch myself because I also live in New York and New York is very go. And to not have that was so interesting to me. So I love Ghana. I think I enjoy the experience. I will go back to Ghana. I'm also not saying this as like, don't go to Nigeria, because Nigeria is still fun. Yeah. If we're going to have a really, really, really honest conversation, it's a different energy to know you're going to Nigeria. Like Nigeria is not for the faint-hearted. And Nigerians...
Like you have to be ready to match that energy.
Yeah, like you're not going to Nigeria thinking you're going to be peaceful. You're going to Nigeria to enjoy the chaos. Like I'm not expecting anything less for chaos if I go home, and I'm ready for it. And I think this year I wasn't ready for the chaos because Nigeria is home. Like if I'm going home to see my family and my cousins, I know I'm going to go when it's not December, when I know that chaos is even more elevated. I think that for me was what the vibe was. So yeah, I loved Ghana, man. And I love the people. I met a lot of creatives and content creators in Ghana that like the passion and the creativity, because we see a lot of Nigeria, because again, Nigerians have this like power over the entirety, because we're the giants of Africa. There's a lot of us. Like Nigerians are everywhere. We're very loud people. Am I too loud? Like, yeah, you are. And I love that about you, because that's what we're supposed to be, unapologetic. And for me, seeing the Ghanaian creators is like, there's a certain level of class and grace that they just move, and like they're just creating with passion and they're just vibing, and it's different from Nigeria, man. And I don't expect it to be the same because we're not a monolith of people, but I enjoyed it. Yeah,
I thought Nigeria also has like a lot of people.
Nigeria has a lot of people, so the competition is even crazier.
Yeah,
like the competition to even be in Nigeria is crazy. Yeah, it was fun. I went to Afrofuture, which is like was formerly Afrochella, and then they moved it to Afrofuture, and it was a culture beach jam. It was fun, like Polo Beach Club from back Ghana, were one of my favorite clubs to be at. Mad Club was really fun. I'm saying these names like anywhere of these places, but like I just want if you're gonna go to Ghana, like those are like Labadi Beach was interesting. La Palma Royale Beach was really nice, like set up for like New Year's.
Did you go to Tema?
I did not go to Tema.
Cape Coast?
I did not go to Cape Coast.
Kumasi?
I did not go to Kumasi.
Where did you go?
I stayed in Accra for the most part. I think I went to Aburi for like the Aburi Gardens. I don't think that's in Accra. And I went to the Volta region for like a staycation one day. But I didn't really explore the Cape Coast or do any of like I'm going to like the Slave Coast to go see like.
I thought you did that with your mom.
No, I did Aburi Gardens with her. She didn't want to do the Slave Coast. She thought like that was depressing. Yeah, and I feel like, I don't know if this is a good thing to say. I don't want to be reminded of how terrible white people are.
That's what you mean.
And I understand the importance of the story of slavery and seen it, but I'm Nigerian, I've been to Badagry slave trade and I've seen it. Yeah. And if I went there, I don't think it would be to learn from me. I think it would have been like clickbaity for the content. Yeah. And I just didn't want to have that during my vacation.
No, I agree.
Like it's important to learn, especially like I think if you're African American or if you're impacted, like one of the sort of like subsects of like being Black who are in the diaspora, who are going home and you're wanting to experience that and understand what the journey was from the continent. That's an important story that you need to experience. But I'm from the continent. I know what happened. Yeah. And I don't want to be reminded of that on my vacation. Like when you see these things.
You don't want anything else, just like, especially when you have proximity to.
Yeah.
You don't want to just get triggered.
I'll be so upset.
Yeah.
Like, and I know that too. And also I was drinking a lot and it's a 3-hour journey from Accra. So like I wasn't interested in.
Surprisingly, like places are surprisingly far.
Well, they were on the coast for the most part. And these castles, like the Elmina Castle is on the coast. And like, I don't want to see the chains. I don't want to be reminded of what my ancestors went through on the continent and my homeland. I just didn't want to do that. So I didn't go to any of those things. But I know if I do go, it would be because folks are asking me to show that content, not because I want to do it for my own like self, which is something like I was very like adamant of. This trip was like, I want a vacation. This is not a work trip. This is not a content trip. This is Sophie just having fun.
If you were to Detty December recap, what would you give it? This version over 10? Oh,
this was like a solid like, what's it? 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Okay.
Why?
Give us 5 reasons why it was 9 out of 10.
I made friends. It was peaceful. I was spoiled. Like I got my nails done, y'all, and it was for like, it was like home service. It was beautiful. Okay. My Airbnb was really nice. Is that just 2?
That's 2.
The food was fantastic.
Okay.
The food was delicious. Like Ghanaian food, wache, fufu. I tried abanku and light soup, or banku and okra.
That fufu.
Yeah.
That's the one that had egg.
The one that had egg in it. The egg apparently is a new thing because people keep talking about Ghanaians liking eggs, so they're trying to make it trend some more by putting the eggs in it. It's weird. Tell me.
When you ate that egg,
it was really good.
No.
What?
Why did you put the whole egg in your mouth?
That's what the friend I was with said to do.
He
said I shouldn't chew the egg. I should just swallow it.
Do you wait? No way. There's no way. There's no way you swallowed.
No, I didn't swallow it. I had to
you
chew.
Squeezed it.
It was like I had mushed it in my mouth and I ate it. You should have seen my face. I was very stressed because I don't like eggs.
Have you seen people that can crack like an egg in their mouth and just swallow it and eat the shell?
Yes, just not people like me. I'm not a big egg. Like I like fried eggs, scrambled eggs. I'm not a whole boiled egg type of girl.
Right.
It wasn't good. And I honestly, besides the fufu, I didn't like engage with eggs a lot. Like I feel like you always tend to hear Ghanaians like eggs, so you see eggs everywhere. Yeah. I didn't really see a lot of eggs, but I also think, and I also realized that I ate in a lot of traditional restaurants. Okay. Like I wasn't going to like the fancy fusion places or like the touristy places. Like I think besides Buka restaurant, which is like I think the closest thing to a fancy restaurant that still serves like traditional dishes, a lot of times I was eating at like the hole in the wall spots. Like my favorite is there's a restaurant in Accra, Balos restaurant in East Legon. Y'all, they make fresh pounded yam there. Balos, Balos. Whoa, that place is good. Like fresh okra. Like I feel like they might even have a mala if I ask for it. And like they're making it fresh. Like you can see them pounding in the back. And it's like Nigerian food. And I went to this place to get wache. I forget the name. Malik, I can't remember. To go at wache, and it was like really good too. Like the food was delicious. And there's another place where I got goat meat and rice and stew. Like Also, I had the right plug. I had the perfect plug too. So it was just fun. Like, I genuinely felt like it was like home because like Nigeria was so close by, and it felt like I was home. Like I can't, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it felt like a vacation that fed my soul. And I was just like, I was loved up and happy. Like I had no complaints whatsoever.
Because I feel like Nigeria would have been like a little bit, because like more people know you there. A lot more demands probably.
Yo, I am famous.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what? Let's talk about it. I'm a bad bitch.
I still need you to give me 2 more.
I fell in love.
Okay.
So that was fun. And
that was fun?
Yeah.
You felt, oh, okay.
So
you're still in love?
Maybe not.
Okay.
We could talk about that too, because love is a crazy thing, you guys. Shit.
Was no surprise.
I would say watching creators create was beautiful. Oh, my mom being a part of my December was beautiful. Yeah, I would say that.
That's good.
Yeah, that was solid.
So,
what was I saying? I forgot.
Sense.
Famous.
Yes.
Y'all. Because like a lot of Ghanaian blogs were like picking my story up, which is interesting to me. Like I would go out and they would record me and they would post me and it would like trend. And I was like, oh, like, because I realized like, here's the thing about leaving, and this is crazy that I always bring this up in every episode, which is like the idea of being Black in America is such an interesting concept as someone not from here, it was an immigrant. Because when you're home, the energy is different. Like the stories are different. The storytelling, the media is just different. The way creatives in Nigeria exist in Ghana, y'all, you're a superstar if you're home because everybody there looks like you. So there's the engagement, the ideas, everything just draws to you. In America, you're one of like a million minorities who are fighting for the attention of the majority, right? It feels like how like famous an Alex Earl can be, or like an Alex Cooper with Unwell, right? Like a white woman in America can do so well, but a Black woman in America is fighting the idea that she's Black, and then she has to fight the attention of like Black men, white men, Asian men, Hispanic, Native American, white. Like there's so many layers of people that you're having to fight for their attention that you need to find a common ground to get that news cycle. And America is also really big. In Nigeria,
they get you because they are you.
Yeah, like you're yourself. Like there's nothing besides maybe class or style or like interest or experience. For the most part, you're relatable simply by existing as a Nigerian in Nigeria. So if there are over 200 million Nigerians, right? You have 200 million eyes on you because you're Nigerian automatically, and then adding that with the people in the diaspora too. And so like the power and the energy there is like in Ghana. There, I felt like a star. I'm walking, people are like, oh my God, that's the Odditty. Hello, you know me, and like you relate to me, and you feel like I'm doing something out of the norm because I live in New York and I'm trying my best and I'm living here. And I remember I get to New York and I know people here recognize me too, but it's different. It's like a connection here versus there, where it's like, oh my God, like you're here. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's just so special. Yeah. Like it's so like. I want to get into a world where like the Black diaspora like recognizes the impact it would look like to have all of us just like pour into each other. Like it's 200 million Nigerians, but it's over 5 billion Africans, 10 billion Africans. I don't know what the math is. I don't know.
Definitely not 10 billion. I don't know.
Like 8 billion humans. You know what I mean? Like imagine a world where like Jamaicans, you know, like Black Brazilians, Afro Latinas, like everyone just sort of sees the Black experience because it's not a monolith. It's even harder, but still sees that you're a Black person. I support, right? But it's hard.
It's hard because it's also algorithms too, right?
Yes, like it's so
there's a lot
different.
Of like separation.
Because like even when I was in Ghana, like my entire algorithm on TikTok was a lot of Ghanaian content, so it was easy for me to discover people who live there. If I'm here in New York, my algorithm is not just.
When was the last time you saw like a Jamaican on your FYP?
I do see a lot of Jamaicans, but it's also because like I listen to like Jamaican music,
okay.
So like it helps like Hold Ya by Nicki Minaj and I forget
like actual creators though from Jamaica.
Tori, a Jamaican creator. Maybe she's training. I shouldn't talk about because I have no idea. But there's a drama right now with 2 Jamaican creators that go on my FYP. But it was because I was in Ghana.
Okay.
So like you see a lot more Black people on the FYP, RIP TikTok. Generally. Through that. Did something just fly out of my nose or my mouth? Did you see that?
I saw it and I looked down because I'm like, I don't know what that was. It doesn't matter.
I think I see
rice. It never
so
happened.
I'm like, where did the rice come from? But yeah, y'all, Ghana was fun. It was interesting to like experience everything. And I love every moment of it. Also like club culture and like just the vibe of it was different. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, no, because like the FYP itself is just crazy. And I just enjoy every single moment of it.
So how much money did you spend?
How much? Yo! Ghana is expensive.
Really?
Oh my God. I paid $4,000 for the Airbnb I stayed in for the 3 weeks I was there.
No way.
Yeah. And I spent...
You know, I saw something. It was a thing of like Detty December in 2024. No, 2023. And but this was in Nigeria stats. In Ikoyi and Victoria Island.
Yeah.
It was like $10 million.
Yeah.
That the
dollars,
Airbnb,
not naira.
Yeah.
Yeah, dollars.
So $4,000 for a month.
Yes.
For 3 weeks.
For 3 weeks. Because it was like 300, I don't know math, but it was, I know I expensed $4,000.
What is their money like? Because
Like
I know
1,000
like they
CDs?
remove like zeros. So like how much, let's say you're buying like a meal. What are you spending? How many CDs?
I think every day I would order something, maybe like 1,000 CDs a day.
Okay.
But that's like if I'm ordering for 2 people, because most of the time I was ordering for 2 people. So maybe 400 CDs, and maybe a drink would be like 150 CDs. But that is typically like $38.
So how much did you say you spent?
In total?
In total.
Honestly, like $8,000
Okay.
for 3 weeks.
It's not
Because
bad.
I paid 1,500 CDs a day for a driver for those 3 weeks too. Because I had a personal driver with me. How much is that? I don't know how much that is.
1,500 CDs is $100.
Yes. So that's $100 for 3 weeks, essentially.
Oh, $1,500 was for the 3 weeks?
For 1 day per day. So it's $100 a day for a car.
Yeah, so kind of like 2,000.
Yeah, so 2,500 because I would tip him to, he would eat, stuff like that. Yeah. So if that's already that's $6,000 already. Yeah, his car.
Oh, that's good.
So that wasn't bad. And then just like little things like food, buying clothes, gifting friends, like, yeah, Ghana was expensive. Like I would go out to eat and I'm like looking at my account and I'm like, it feels like I'm spending a lot of money. And I don't think I would have spent that much if I was in Nigeria.
Yeah.
But also, here's the thing I'm realizing too, because a friend of mine made a comment about how I'm dumb because I'm spending my money. And I was telling Donald about this too, and he was like, yeah, they're like, I don't know, you guys. I think, am I dumb for this? I don't think I'm dumb. I feel like it's just a different subset of being a woman.
Money?
Yeah.
If you break that down. The fact that like you have to ask yourself.
Because here's the thing. I know that if I wanted that expense covered, it could have been covered. So let's talk about this a little bit. Because the African culture tends to be like the man is a provider in the context, right? And I remember there's a lot of times where like friends would ask me like, oh, like who's paying for your car? Or how'd you get your car? Or who's paying for your apartment? I'm like, I am. Like no one foots my bills for me. I do it myself. And that's not because of it's just because
What?
You know what I mean? It's just generally because I take care of myself and I like my comfort. And I realized like traditionally, like back home, a lot of like people, their lives are taken care of. Like even at the club, like the drinks we're buying, like people men just want to take care of you because you're a woman. It's so interesting.
But you know
the
why?
Dynamic. Why?
I feel like this is not a statement. Majority of those women don't have money.
Well, I know some that do and still just like, expect the chivalry.
Expect chivalry. I think chivalry is different from like you're not paying, like you're going somewhere and you want a man to pay for everything.
Yeah.
And like it's not one man. Because chivalry is like, oh, you're talking to somebody.
Yeah.
It's multiple guys.
I realized that in the African context, the men are oftentimes raised to be providers and the women are raised to be caretakers, right? So what that happens is, majority of the time, financial access or prosperity comes easier to a man than a woman in that context. So women don't even have half of. Women don't have that financial access, right? And especially if you're an attractive woman in this context too, you're always facing obstacles of these men not wanting to get anywhere. Like if you have this idea for a business, you're fighting, like if you're going to give someone a proposal, oh, can you sleep with me? Or what will I get from you to get this? So already women are fighting tooth and nail to get anywhere, to even be successful. I hate the idea that this is how they have to sort of live for these things to occur every single time.
Right.
And in this context too, like I see a lot of young girls who are just waiting for someone to take care of them. And it was huge in Ghana. And I know it's huge in Nigeria too. And it frustrates me, but I also understand. So I don't know how that's going to change.
It's also like, I think it's also part of like the selection process, right?
Yeah.
And this is for the ones who are like monogamous.
Yeah.
Because like, how do you know if like a man really likes you if he's not like buying your stuff and taking care of you?
True. I would also hope that it would be through emotional conversations. It would be through like support. It would be through like
In addition,
life.
right?
Yeah,
But it's like, remember,
that's true.
the days are going out. Like you're going out to the club.
You look pretty. You're looking
you're
good.
doing
Put all the
those
effort.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how else are you
I'm
gonna
thinking
know?
about it because I'm like, if someone approaches me right now, what makes me think they're serious about me? I don't think my first thing is financial. It can't be for me, right?
Yeah, it's impossible.
Right?
Yeah.
How would someone get me if they wanted me?
They have to like you.
What do you
And they have to say that they like you.
But-
Like they just have to be clear.
Yeah, but like, how would I feel like I'm interested in them back? Like, what can a man do to me or woman do to me right now that
Honestly,
makes me
I think
like?
it's just like borderline, just like I like you.
Yeah.
That's it, right? I think it's like it's
Honestly,
because
you're
it doesn't
right.
exist.
You're right. Because I know there was one person who hit on me, and it was literally just very direct of like, I like you, I want to go on a date with you.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
no one ever does that because they're very
Exactly.
intimidated. So like, yes to that. But then like, yeah, that's interesting.
It's the baseline.
Yeah,
Because a lot of people are there's so much in a country like that, right? It's like,
Yeah.
how many girls are going out on dates?
a lot,
Like on actual like dinner dates.
a lot.
Really?
Like that's what the boys do. That's what the girlies do. Like you just go out on dates. Like all the restaurants are just couples, and like I like playing the game in the restaurant where I'm like, I wonder how long they've been talking. I wonder if it's a one night stand. Like that's what people do. Like because you want to wine and dine for them to give you their attention, right? I think the currency for women especially is just the attention. For you to get my attention, what are you doing for me to get it, right? And that's where let me take you out. If you know ahead, let me take you out.
No, it's like, let me spoil your life.
Let me take you. So spa day. I want to buy shoe. Take me
Really?
shopping. Doing this, doing that. To give me the effort to show like you're interested, and let me now decide if I'm gonna like pay any attention to you or not.
So 3 weeks in Ghana.
Yeah,
How many dates did you go on?
one dead ass one. That's so true. I don't know how I feel about that now when I say that. What? And that was a date I even asked for.
You asked for the date.
I asked for, but I also think like I couldn't have gone on a date. I couldn't have gone on a date because
Because what?
I could have gone on a date because
You said that 3 times.
there wasn't a time to, and we're just not date people.
Do you understand what you just said?
Next question.
No, I'm trying to break down what you just said.
Because like, hey,
When you say we're not, do you
I'm
mean your
literally sweating
culture?
already.
You mean the society as Ghanaians?
No. Like for me, we did. Hey, we did other things that weren't like dates, if that makes sense. Like we hung out. Like we're together the entire time, but like we didn't go on dates. Like I think we went on one date outside because like being in public with me, like it's very weird. Like I don't want people to like think anything different. And I'm a very private person too. So like I was very just careful about like where I was going out with because I was also having fun. You know what I mean? And I met different people, so it was really cool.
So about the girls, like people that you were around, did
What do you
anything
mean?
stand out?
Say that again.
Did you were around? Did anything stand out to you? Anything interesting?
No, like I hung out with a bunch of people like you.
Did you meet any celebrities?
I did.
How was the Mr. Easy thing?
Mr. Easy was fun. I hung out with a lot of people from DWP Academy in Ghana, and that's like a dance academy in Ghana. There's like a bunch of creators who dance. I hung out with Easy for Detty Rave. I hung out with my friend Abba Asante. She's like I'm not your toy, I'm not on TikTok. Madam Joyce is my little sister. Little sister is crazy, but she's my sister. She had a lot of drama this December. Y'all need to go listen to her podcast episode because I know her tea is like hotter than mine. Like she was in the mix. Like Joyce is in the mix living her best life. I hung out with Joyce for a couple of nights. Like I was like outside, but I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know. I just be chilling. I spent a lot of my time like indoors, like just
Doing what?
chilling. I wasn't chilling. I take that back.
It's a lot of code happening here.
There is. Is there anything on my face?
No.
Why do I feel so nervous? all of
Do
a
you want
sudden?
something to be on your face?
I had fun. You know what? I would say that I'm leaving all of this in here because I just need y'all to see me floundering a bit. I don't know. Tell me. Ask me a question. You're not asking me anything.
I did ask you a
What did you
question.
ask me?
I said, did you go on any dates?
Yes.
Who did you go on dates with?
A friend.
Tell us about your friend. Describe your friend to us.
Are you crazy? Are you actually foolish?
No,
Don't piss me
describe.
off.
Just
Oh.
describe. Describe. What does your friend like to do? Does your friend have any hobbies?
My friend is a foodie.
Just a foodie?
Yeah, just a foodie, I think.
What kind of things does your friend like to eat? I didn't even, that's, oh my God, that's not where I was going with that.
We're keeping this in, just so you know. But it's not going in the trailer, huh, bro? Donald, off, bro. What are you trying to ask me, Donald?
I'm trying to know who, because I don't even know who this friend is.
You're so annoying. Let me say this.
Okay.
I'm happy. Can I leave it at that?
Yeah.
I think I'm very happy. I loved being in Ghana. I loved meeting people and meeting new people. I definitely found myself in Ghana. And I'm just happy. Like, I'm very content.
I heard something.
What did you hear?
Your heart beats.
You're so annoying. Don't piss me off. Yeah, because like, I've dated a bunch of Ghanaian people before, and that was fun. And I'm just like, it was fun. Ghana was fun. I'm still very much like not speaking about my relationship status in any way, shape, or form.
As you should.
As I should. But like, it was a fun time. I will say that. And I will say I left just as friends. Yeah, I feel like there's still nothing like going on with anyone. Yeah. Okay, can we please end this conversation now?
I mean, on something not as happy, TikTok.
That was a terrible transition.
It's a good transition.
That was a terrible transition.
Because like, you didn't tell me anything that I wanted to know.
Okay, let me talk. Tell me, ask me a good question.
Who's your friend?
Are you crazy? Are you a madman? You're not gonna answer that.
I don't know that.
Yes, you can. What would I don't talk about my love life. You know that.
So you left as a friend?
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
Sad.
Why sad?
Because like they're very much not interested in a relationship with me.
Ooh, so there's something. Okay. Why?
Because I'm not single.
So there's two people.
What is your problem today?
No.
Like generally, do you want to fight
Think
me?
about it. I'm adding 1 and 2 together.
Okay.
Right?
Or and 3. What happens to 4 and 5?
So there's 4 people?
It's 5 people, maybe.
E.
What?
I can see you guys in the comments, right? It's like, you're on the same page with me. I'm here and I'm trying to understand. And like, you're keeping too many things close to your chest right now.
Yes.
Wasn't the whole point of
Be
this
loud.
show to be loud? Be loud.
Okay, I'm not single and I'm searching.
Okay.
Yes. And
So are you living everything in 2024?
No.
So you're gonna continue?
Yeah, you guys, I feel like I'm in the space where like I am so content with where I am and I'm just exploring and having fun.
What hobbies do you like and like what are you looking for?
In a person?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Someone driven, someone
Okay.
like sexy, someone intentional, someone that like would make me happy. And you guys, my goal for 2024 was someone that would bring out the feminine energy in me. And I found that in Ghana. Like I found the person who like brings that out of me. Like I am such a, like, let's talk about it. Okay. Being in like a thing, allegedly, with someone who makes you feel like you're such a girl. I've never had that before.
Me neither.
Shut up. Let me give you guys an example. So I've traveled with Tayo Aina and Donald before. Tayo Aina is an incredible YouTuber, a YouTube creator. Tayo, I love you so much. But these men are children.
First of all, wait.
Let me explain what I mean by that.
Okay.
Like, I have a lot of masculine energy, right? Don't make me frown. Okay. I'm always like, I'm logical too, right? And I'm always like prepared. So when we're on that trip, I'm not like, oh, this is our gates. Let's go board here. Let's go do this. Let's do that. Like, we're going to be doing this. Like, I'm always the planner and I'm planning ahead. So a lot of times I can never fully like let go and allow other people lead and take care of me. That's a fact. I tend to just always be the one. And the friends who know me just let me do it. Like, they're not this kind of person who, like, he just lets me do my thing, right? And because we don't have that emotional sexual relationship, I don't know why I keep saying that like that. So, like, for us, like, it's different because, like, our dynamic is very different, right? Like, it's very, like, we don't know, like, it's very, I don't know, like, we work together. So it's, like, a different dynamic where, like, I'm not a girl with you. Like, I'm logical. I'm direct. I'm that way.
First person at the door opens the door. First person at the door opens the door.
What does
I'm
that
not
mean?
gonna run in front.
Yeah,
of
like he's not chivalrous. He's not taking care of me in any way, shape, or form. He's not paying my bills. He's not buying me anything. He's not taking me out to dinner. He's not buying me dinner. He's actually doing nothing for me. Yeah. Damn, Donald.
It's not true.
What have you done?
Okay, flip it to this person that you're talking about.
They do
What are they
everything
doing?
for me.
Tell me the things they're doing for you. They're paying your bills.
Yeah. Honestly, it was
They pay your
so
bills?
some of it. Like when I want
Okay.
like it was a very like 100% energy. So like if I like need something, they're just doing it and vice versa. Like there was one time I needed cash to pay like the car for 3 weeks and it was like, "Oh, I got it, baby, go inside." Like it's that kind of energy. Like I'm not thinking I have to do this. Like my brain is off. Like I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Food is on its way. Like the driver is coming to pick you up. This is happening. It's very like I'm very well taken care of. In like it's just fun.
Because you're
Girl.
no, but it's also because you're with someone that cares about you though.
I've been with people who cared about me and I still didn't feel that way.
They suck.
No. And it's not that. I've been told for the longest time that I never let people take care of me. And one of my best friends would always tell me that was because they didn't know how to take care of me or because they didn't just know. Honestly, it was just because they didn't know how to take care of me. And this person reminds me of that. Like, oh, it actually just was just nobody knew how to take care of me. I'm really now entertaining someone who knows exactly how to take care of me, what to tell me. And I'm sitting I'm sitting chilling. I am so happy. I'm vibing. Yeah, Ghana was fun.
And you're living that in the past?
Yeah, because I feel like that was it. I was done. Like, I want someone... Why are we talking about this? How did this come up? What is going on?
I said something. I don't know what I said, and you were like, that's a good question. You've been talking.
I'm telling you, I want to be quiet now.
Just use your voice. Okay, you want someone.
If I wasn't single, no.
At this point, I can't track. Amongst the 5 people that you're with.
No, I'm just with 2 people.
Okay. Amongst the 2 people, right, that exist in your lovosphere, what do you... Because you say you're still searching, right?
Yes.
So who's the person? Because are you discarding these people or not?
Okay. I think I'm discarding one person.
Okay.
That's a good... Okay, I like this. Let's continue any conversations right now about my love life, talking about the fact that I'm with 2 people. And I'll respond very direct.
Okay.
And as private as I can go without being... I want to be private. I don't want people in my business. You know this.
Right.
Because of so many things. So like, I still want to be able to share the things I want in a relationship without having people question too much.
That's true.
I think my love life and love itself is so important to me. And this entire trip in Ghana was me feeling very loved. And I don't want to not share that on the podcast because I like talking to you guys. So, okay, continue. I like this. I like where this is going. I feel a lot more comfortable.
So 2 people. Okay. And you're discarding one person.
I'm discarding one person.
You don't want any... So you're not adding anymore. It's done.
Well,
Okay.
Here's the thing. With one of the people, you know when like you have everything you could possibly need in life? I am very content with where I am in life. I have companionship. I have my vibrator. I am not lacking in anything. Like I have love. I have life. I have family. I have everything. So for me, having a love life has always been like an addition. And it's really like an important thing. For the first time ever, I put love on my vision board this year. Like I actually was very intentional about wanting love in my life, specifically a specific type of love in my life. And the 2 people I'm with aren't giving me that love that I want right now. So Ghana was a very eye-opening experience for me because I realized, they're still not giving me what I want. How do I navigate this? And prior to Ghana too, I've been navigating what it is to actually want love in my life. And I know in 2025, I want to be put up. I want a Valentine's. You know what I mean? Like I want to be courted. I want to be spoiled. And I don't have that in my life right now. You know what I mean? Like
I know what you mean.
I've never like, because I have everything and I'm so grateful that I have everything. It's very hard to be with someone like me. And so I'm having to navigate what that looks like, essentially. And so throughout Ghana, I was definitely like loved up, but I don't think I was like courted or like I wasn't dating. I was just like loved up. And I'm like, I still want to enjoy the ideas of dating.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? But I wanted with one of those 2 people for sure. Absolutely.
But also see what the future holds.
Yeah. Ideally, like I definitely want something, right? I'm in that headspace now. I just don't know if they want the same thing as me or if they're just like nervous about dating someone like me, right? At all. I don't know if that's like a thing that they're going to have to figure out. I'm not sure. But I love them.
So speaking of things that you love,
TikTok. You guys, TikTok is getting banned. Well, we don't know. Today, what's today's date? January 9th, right?
10th.
January 10th. Y'all are going to get the episode. I don't know if the Supreme Court would have done like the thing where they tell us whether or not they're going to save the TikTok app. What we know so far, within the next 9 days, we're going to know. And I don't know what y'all know now when the episode is coming out, but from where we are at now, the Supreme Court's heard the arguments today. They're leaning towards an extension because Trump wants to be the one to save TikTok. I think he just wants the power to say he saved TikTok. I know TikTok is not selling.
Because I listened to the argument today.
Yeah, they're not selling.
I don't even think the extension might come. From what I heard today, I don't think it's because they were.
America isn't smart. Like the American government itself is run by old white men. I don't think they're smart enough to understand the importance of an app like TikTok, and I think it's a terrible mistake for them to ban TikTok
On both sides.
Right? Who's both sides? Democrats.
don't talk about.
Oh no, that's why I said American government because this is like a mix, like everybody. Ideally, I want Trump to save it. I'm curious to see like how he would save it if he does want to save it, and I don't understand their critique of the app because TikTok the algorithm is such a special algorithm and that's why it works the way it works. I'm just curious. I'm very sad if it goes away. Like, it really doesn't do anything for me. Transparently, like I don't make money off of TikTok. I literally just post TikToks for fun. I've always been an Instagram girl and a YouTube girl. I love TikTok though because I love the FYP and I love like how fun, how open it is. So I'm sad about that, but I tell all creators like the best thing for you to do is just diversify. Like never let one app be like how you like make your entire living because you never know what's going to happen.
Huge. Like they have millions and they don't have the same kind of reach on
or anywhere else because like, the algorithm is so special too. I think that's the issue, right? I hope for the best. If they ban the app, it will be sad because I'm going to miss having TikTok.
No, I thought about it this morning and I was
crazy.
Like, if TikTok goes away, like a part of my day.
Because even like Twitter is an interesting like X now. Like I remember like the LA fires were happening and I went on Twitter and I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
And I remember a time where like the Twitter feed, the algorithm.
Twitter was like where you go for news.
And now you can't even see that because it's so clogged. Like so many things shape the way we take information on these apps and like TikTok selling to someone else would shape the algorithm and it has to.
And they wouldn't do it.
They wouldn't do it. There's no way. Like, if they did it, I'll be very.
And when Mark came out and said what he said about Facebook.
What'd he say?
He was like, they're going to take off like fact checking, content moderation.
Why?
Pretty much like trying to make it like he said they want to make Facebook more like X. And you know, like him and like the other social media guys like donated $1 million each to Trump's inauguration thing. Yeah. So like the whole thing feels targeted.
Also, I just want people to understand that at the end of the day, money is power. Yeah. And no matter what we think about policy and everything like that, money is always going to be power within any administration. Yeah. The reason Trump is in power right now is because is a rich man and people were hungry and didn't want to hear from any politician and just wanted to say, they want to hear someone who tell them, I'm going to make you money, even though he's not going to make any of the people who he voted for him money because he's a criminal and he's not thinking about people like someone in Alabama who needs a job today.
He was sentenced today.
Yeah, but he's not going to serve the sentence. Yeah. America's an interesting place. I want to go back to Ghana. I do. Yeah, so I'm so sad about the TikTok ban. I don't know what's going to happen. I think like a lot of creators are like, oh, they need to go on LinkedIn, find jobs, need to start trending. Like maybe another app will come out or maybe there's going to be another version of TikTok that comes out. I don't think it will be the same because like we all like saw Vine and then TikTok is as close as we're going to get to Vine. But it's a culture shift, right? Like you never know what the next app is. I will say people need to be on Snapchat. Like I feel like Snapchat is the closest thing to TikTok for me that I like. And Snapchat has a lot more of a wider audience, but I don't think the interface
and younger too.
Younger audience. I don't think the interface is the same though, which is what's interesting. But I love Snapchat, so I'm gonna be chilling.
I think also think about it like this, right? Like more opportunities. If TikTok goes away,
can I get chapstick?
If TikTok goes away, you're gonna have a lot more opportunities on other apps. Yeah, right?
For sure.
There's still a lot of opportunities to
not
go
really
because Facebook, Instagram.
No, cause that's what we think. But
I mean, for the people who want, like, obviously, it's not gonna be easy, right? And
the thing about it for Vine, there's so many creators on Vine who just disappeared.
Yeah, but do you think? But that's because like they never like.
No, they tried, because
it's not the same.
Exactly. And people forget that there's a certain level of ease that comes with content creation on certain apps that people just continue to do, right?
Right.
And like Instagram is a whole different beast. And to start afresh, to grow again is so hard. And people always talk about, oh, like our fans love us, they're going to transition. That's not true.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine somebody saying, oh, they want to go on TikTok for someone, da 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 da. Like the sentiment exists, but it's always going to be a shift. That's why I'm like, my eggs are not in one basket ever. Like if you follow any of my channels, you know that if you listen to the podcast, you're getting one type of content. If you go on my TikTok, it's one type of content. If you go on my Instagram, and that definitely makes my growth a lot slower. It doesn't make me the most stable, consistent creator because I'm doing 50 million things at the same time.
Right.
But it helps me get to where I want to go. Like if Instagram went away today, I can go on TikTok tomorrow and still have a following. If TikTok goes away today, I can go on Instagram and still have a following. If YouTube goes away today, I can go on Instagram. Like I'm able to transition to different. I think the only place I can't go to is Facebook. So I've not even tried. Like even Pinterest I can go on. Like because I understand that this is not simply just a way of making money. This is a way of life for me now. Like this is where my entire goals and dreams exist. So I need to make sure I have all my hands in all the baskets I can do to keep myself balanced. Like
Right.
I'm also like very much like a control freak.
Also Snapchat too.
And oh my God, Snapchat. I love Snapchat, you guys. Add me on Snapchat. I'm going to try to put like my little code here. But yeah, shout out to TikTok. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for like, I'm so sad about TikTok, but I'm also like, we'll see what happens. I hope they extend it just so Trump can do whatever the fuck, just for the plot too. Like, let's see what Trump has. Like, we'll see the idea he wants. Because I know he sent like amicus brief to the court today about it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Since what?
Amicus brief, like a little like no under the
Like
door.
a suggestion?
Yeah, like, hey, we're like chilling here, but like just in case, like don't make a decision, do it this way. Something's coming up. Like you do that to like tell the court, like we have something coming. Just like here, read this too. Yeah, yeah.
I wanted us to try a new segment.
If you listen to this, I love you so much. We're also like trying to do different things in 2025 for the podcast. So we land on like exactly how the segments go. For a lot of times, it's going to be me and Donald yapping because we love to yap. But we also want to try to introduce segments so to introduce you guys to us, but also to like actually get some more info. So if you have any like facts or like stories you would like to be featured, please share in the comments, or we have a voicemail on our website, amitoloud.com. The link would be in our bios, in the description, anywhere you want to find it. Just click on it. You can leave a voicemail. If you have like a dilemma, if you have like a question, like we're trying to basically do like odd facts or odd questions like you want answered, and we're just gonna like talk about it. Like I want to start to like interact with the audience more, and you all have some crazy questions, I know. Sometimes when I play the voicemail on the episodes, I want to hear your voice too. I'm really excited about that. So let us know, add us, and do all that fun stuff. So Donald has fun facts for us to start, and we're gonna take turns answering that. What's the first thing? Fun facts about you people don't know. All right, let's do it. 3 fun facts about me and Donald. Donald goes first. It's my podcast.
I'm very good at table tennis.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. What
Yes,
do
I
you
am.
mean you're good at table tennis?
I have 6 gold medals.
You're a liar.
From my secondary school into Housework.
Donald, that doesn't count.
Yes,
What
it
the
does.
you mean? Is it Olympics?
Should we make a bet?
That what? I didn't say I was good at it.
No,
Why are we
find
betting
your
me?
best table tennis player.
Okay, we're gonna do this one day. You're very good at table tennis. It's crazy.
No, I am.
Because you're terrible at normal tennis.
That's not true. You've
You're-
never played tennis with me.
Yes,
No,
I have.
you
What are you
suck at
talking
tennis.
about? Yes, I do. I'm not arguing that
And you
with
still
you.
play tennis.
Yes, you're not the best. You
No, I'm
think
not
you
good.
are.
I'm not good at. No, I'm not. It's like I'm terrible at tennis.
Okay.
I'm average. What's the other thing called? Pickleball.
Pickleball. I've never played pickleball.
I'm extremely good.
At table tennis?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna see.
We went for a trip
Yeah.
and I played pickleball and they took my photo.
Fun fact you guys don't know about me. My right toe is broken. Yeah, it's always glued together every time I get my pedicure. Don't look at my feet. Yeah, my right toe is broken. I'm not doing that. I will.
Just raise
No,
it.
we're not doing that. I'm never gonna show my feet. Why are you doing this?
Wait, whoa.
Next fact.
Ooh, I love musicals.
You do love musicals. That's a
No.
good fact. I fart at least 12 times a day.
Make that 24.
I fart 24 times a day. 'Cause that's fun. I said at least.
And they're stinky too.
And they're so sneaky. Like I just do this. And it just goes out.
How many times have you farted in this podcast?
I'm telling you, at least 7 times.
It's
I'm telling you, I farted a lot. And I the sad thing is like I have a teddy on, so it just soaks in the fat, fart, and it just comes straight up to me. It's very bad, but I have perfume on, so it helps.
I put a drop of butter in my cereal.
Why?
I don't know. I love the taste.
Okay.
Like melted butter, though.
Fun fact about me. Last one. I have 13 siblings. 11 siblings. Everybody
Like
knows that
actual
though.
siblings?
11 siblings. Like.
Yeah, but those are like half too, right?
Yeah, but they're still siblings. They're still people too.
No.
It's a good fact.
Okay, cool. So let's do odd facts.
Okay, what does that mean? Just like we're just sharing odd facts to people?
No, I'm just telling you.
Okay.
I'll tell you an odd fact.
Okay.
And you tell me what you think.
Okay.
Okay, first one. You can't hum while holding your nose closed.
Yes, you can. You can't. Okay, you can't. Okay, that's a good one.
Okay, identical twins don't have the same fingerprints.
I knew that fact.
Okay,
Yeah, I have identical twins in my family. I don't know why I lied.
but that makes no sense. Though.
They don't? Is it a lie?
No, it's true.
Why would they have the same fingerprints?
Because they're identical. So
They
that
don't
means
copy
they're
and
not
paste.
identical.
No, identical. Like physically, you can see that. It doesn't mean like they're like you're not gonna have the same fingernails and shape and stuff. Maybe one of their toes is curved and the other one is not.
So
Like
they're
not
not
gonna
identical.
Yes, they are because their face is identical. Usually, it's about the face. And usually, there's like something that will be off about them.
So
Maybe
yes.
one twin is like bent a little bit.
Okay. It's impossible to lick. It's impossible for most people to lick their elbow.
I can't. That's true.
Okay.
I can't do that.
Next one.
Okay.
Next segment.
Okay.
Odd questions. What's the most ridiculous thing you've ever Googled?
How to give head.
I'm having a follow-up question. What did you find? What did you find? Tell us. Let's go ahead.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
Okay, that's your thing. I am famously known to like speak without thinking and then regret it. And what's even worse about this is that I also have the edit button. So we can definitely take that out of the podcast. But then I also want content. So I'm going to keep this in the podcast and continue talking like I have no home training because am I too loud is the podcast. But I did Google how to give good head. Because here's the thing. I was scrolling on TikTok the other day and I just realized I don't think I'm the best at giving head, a certain type of head. I feel like I'm good at one, the suction, but I wanted more of the licking.
Yo, I see the crew flying all around. I see you on Twitter.
Oh my days! So I wanted to make sure I was doing it right. Yeah. So I learned it and I Googled it and they said like you should just always have a flat tongue, which I'm usually used to like the swirl and now I'm like learning about being flat. So it was really interesting. Next question, please.
I have another. Was this recent?
Off!
Next one.
Don't know what's the one fact about me you think people need to know, but I wouldn't want them to. You had an answer to this?
I have multiple. I'm trying to select which one.
Okay.
You love papaya.
I don't even. What's papaya?
I'll leave it at that. If you know, you know.
But no, I feel like I would want people to know that though.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
You don't like the fruit?
I love the fruit.
Yeah.
It's a delicious fruit.
Without the seeds, though.
Sometimes you need a little crunch.
Okay. If your life were a reality show, what would it be called? And what would the main drama be?
If my genuinely, if my life was a reality show, genuinely, what am I saying that again?
Genuinely.
I would feel like it would be called like Living Oddly or like Odd Living or something like that. Maybe that's so boring. Never mind, let me take that back. That's so trash. I am not talented. It'll be called The Oddity Diaries.
Okay.
Let me just be very like cute about it. It'll be called The Oddity Diaries and the main drama would definitely be how genuinely mean I am. Because I feel like people don't realize how mean I am. Like I'm very honest and like I'm mean to people in my life. I'm very blunt at the same time. I'm very manipulative too. I'm also very emotionally like overwhelming, I think it will be that a lot of drama with my friends. Like, I'm very toxic.
So you're a Cancer.
I'm a Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be like following the life of a Cancer. Like a Cancer who has like a Leo rising, please. So I know what I'm doing and I'm doing it directly to you. I'm also really nice and sweet. I'm just a baby. All right, Donald, if your personality was a drink, what would it be and why?
Sparkling water.
Sparkling water, why?
Because it's clean and nice.
Okay, you're so
Make you
boring.
burp.
Your life is boring.
Oh, that's not
You're
boring.
a boring man.
That's
Spice
the
it up a
person that
bit.
says Odditty.
Okay, first of all, rude. If my personality was a drink, you know what I'm gonna say.
What?
Tequila! Because tequila is spicy. Tequila is life. Tequila is literally alcohol that's taking its time to be clear. It's beautiful. It's strong. It's vibrant. It gets you happy,
And sparkling
high.
water is water that excites you.
If you taste the sparkling water, it's disgusting. It just clogs your throat. Tequila just
No, it
goes right
doesn't.
in. I don't know. Just leave me alone. I don't like sparkling water. Leave me alone. Tequila is where it's at. Because I also feel like I'm a tequila girl. Like I always drink tequila. Again, it's so sad. That was a great pact to not drink alcohol. Look at me
Which
now.
one?
Leave me alone, Donald. But yeah, tequila for sure. I'm a tequila girl. That's how you know we're so different. Because my choice is tequila and then Donald is like sparkling water. I love you so much.
I'm very proud of my sparkling water.
I'm very proud of my tequila. Thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast with Sophie, aka the Odditty, and Donald. I'm going on a brand trip. I'm going to trip in with Tart. We're going to Necker Island in the British Virgin Islands, like a private island. It's gonna be. What do you mean?
You're going on a brand trip and
Yeah,
you're going to the islands
yeah.
called what?
The British Virgin Islands, BVI.
And what's the name of the island?
Necker. It's Necker Island.
Okay.
Leave me alone, Donald. Necker Island. And here's what I know so far about the trip. First of all, you guys, I am going with my friend Sonia. So I am a +1. I'm a +1 on the trip. And there was so much drama around that too because like I wasn't invited. And like, let's talk about it real quick, you guys. So here's the thing. Hey, God, I should shut up. I'm not going to talk about that.
I'm like, keep that to the next episode.
Yes, please. I was like,
Because
whoa.
they know the relationship between you and Tart.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna keep us the next episode because like there's a lot of tea to be spilled. But I have a brand trip. We're gonna be spilling all the tea on Tripping with Tart on the next episode of the podcast. Don't forget. I'm not drunk. I swear. Remember, share your odd facts. Y'all, don't forget to share your own odd facts or stories you would like to be featured. Please share in the comments, description, leave a voicemail on amitoloud.com, our website, or the link will be in our description. Thank you guys so much for listening. Detty December was a movie. I'm back home. After the Tripping with Tart episode, we have a lot more stuff in store. But if you guys have ideas for podcast episodes, like let us know in the comments. We are a fucking mess. I love you guys so much. This is as real as it's gonna always get. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully one day I win the Nobel Peace Prize. I don't know why I said that. I love you guys. Say bye, Donald.
Please.
Why would you say peace like a millennial? Love you guys. Bye. I need a shit, bro.